Okay, so I'm ready to add this back piece. So I'm going to cut 45-degree angles again. On the inner corner. And that'll fit there. And then same here, 45 degrees downward. Just taking off the corner to give it a diagonal edge. You can save all these to be your coils. I've got these slanted edges everywhere, and this will fit now and create a corner, just like a framer would. So I use slip. Scratch every surface that's going to be attaching. So all those joints come together firmly, and it rests in place pretty easily. You can look at the outside and pinch and kind of make those disappear. We'll go back and decorate smooth, make sure everything looks like a piece of cake later. For now, we're just making sure it is sound in its construction. Here we go. I need to add reinforcement coils there, which can be kind of tricky. It's inside. Measure it about the right width. In there. Mine go along, so it started going up the side. That's fine. That's just taking care of the next seam that I need to do. And I can use a modeling tool or the fork to continue smoothing it out, pressing it in at pressure. Make sure everything is secure. And your coil disappears. Same at the bottom. one side. Okay, now for the final slab, you can bevel the edges again, or since this one does just kind of rest on top, you could just lay it flat. I'm going to go ahead and bevel because I think those corners become really nice and secure. And then this one is going to be really important that the attachment be good because you can't add the reinforcement coil just yet because it's going to be a closed form. This 45-degree slanted edge, this beveled edge, just helps your top piece just rest in there really nicely. Mine's looking a little short. I'm going to have to deal with that. But good to show you problem solving and how you deal with that. Your piece is a little bit smaller. This clay has gotten a lot more leather hard while we waited between days, and that actually is helping it maintain its shape really nicely. So again, it's just kind of sitting there a little bit better now that I've beveled the edge. Score and slip. Start with the scoring process. Get plenty of slip. Again, you're not going to be able to correct this right away and add your coil until you open it up. Good. Let me add slip glue on there. Now it's ready to sit. So the form is closed in now. If you had a big gap or something with your measuring that wasn't quite right, you could do a little coil and fill it in to fix it. We'll worry about smoothing and decorating later. Right now we're just making a box that is sound and sturdy and closed. And I'm checking, did my sides stay pretty straight and true? Fix all those construction aspects now before you start decorating. Looks pretty good. I'm just pinching cinching that seam shut. So we still need the reinforcement coil on the inside. But how are we going to get in the inside is the tricky part. You will need a knife or some sharp object to cut with. It could be an X-Acto. Move up a little bit. And this part's hard because you only get one chance to do it. The reason that is once you make a cut, both sides have to fit together perfectly. If you alter that cut, they won't match up. Let me show you with the greens example. With a little bit ahead, you can see that cut has to match on both sides, so when it opens, it fits together like a puzzle. Your cut doesn't necessarily have to be straight, but straight is the easiest to deal with. So thinking about your design, maybe you're going to have a line of cake with like icing through the cake or something stopped there that you can disguise it with. You don't want to be too close to the top because you'll just be cutting down your slab, so go down a little bit and you're going to make a cut. I'm cutting on one wall right now, the wall closest to me. Turn it. Now I'm going to cut on this side. See, the cut goes all the way down. You only get the one chance to do it right. Now I'm cutting this side. Looks good. Seems pretty straight down. And now the back side. This might be the trickiest to show on camera. I'm looking ahead to make sure I meet up with it over here. And I did. It goes all the way through and done. Okay, so now I can open it up. I don't want to do anything separate to work on them too much separately because again I need these to stay true and match up. But I am going to flip it upside down. Now we have access to add our reinforcement coil. There. This will go here. This has a lot on it already. Make sure these also have score and slip on them. If it breaks, that's fine, you can attach it. Again, I'm trying hard not to press out too much because that could press out the wall further than it would be here. I'm supporting it as I press down so it doesn't move. Supporting it from the back as I press down so it doesn't move. Blend in your coil, push it in while supporting the outer wall. You can spend more time than I am making this pretty so that the inside of your box is just as nice as the outside. I already messed up a little bit there by pressing, just fix it. Be careful. That's again why you want to make your cut deep enough down so that you have room to work with as you do this part. You could spend time smoothing that out just a little bit more. I'm just going to double check that it's still match up. It's still true. Yes, even where I have like little undulations in the surface, they're on both sides, so it matches up. And that's okay because cake is an organic shape, so it can be a little more natural looking. Okay, so those are still good. The next step, which will be another video, will be adding a lip on the inside so that when you open it, it doesn't shake. So that'll be our next video.